Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time we're going to take a look at the Transformers The Last Knight Deluxe Class Slug. Yeah, so as you can see, it's Ultimate Models out of a Triceratops. He's a repainted and retool of his Age of Extinction self, and all know what can you do. So basically, primary colors mostly is this dark muted gold, dark baby blue, red for the eyes, black, and that's really it. Oh, it does come with the same accessories as before, the same gray swords there, so what you can do. So yeah, basically, Slug's role in the Last Knight film, well, basically, he only had like about 5 seconds of screen time. He and Grimlock were basically holding off the TRF as the other Autobots were retreating from the scrapyard, and Slug was basically eating up the remains of the damaged and destroyed TRF vehicles. So that was really it. We didn't see him in the final battle. We didn't see him at the end of the film. So I assume they must have gone back into hiding, the Dinobots. But we didn't see the others. Well, we saw Strafe briefly, but we didn't see Scorn. We didn't see the others, so what can you do? So the legs, articulation pertains to the same as before, so what can you do? And yada yada yada, that's really it. You can do the scorpion thing, but yeah, funny. Ha ha ha. Excuse me. Excuse me. So yeah, all in all, Slug here looks pretty good. Color scheme looks good. I think it's much better improvement over the Age of Extinction, personally for me, but what can you do? It looks pretty good. The transformation pertains to the same as before with Slug, so again, we will not go into the details of the depth of the transformation. If you really want to have an in-depth, detailed review, by all means, go take a look at my review of the Age of Extinction version back in 2014 that I did. Wow, what a year that was. So good. Yeah, so shoot. This is kind of the tricky part because you don't want to risk breaking something in the process. So I mean, as Sir Anthony Hopkins said, slash Sir Anthony, as Sir Anthony Hopkins slash Sir Edmund Burton once upon a time said, without sacrifice, there could be no victory. Yes. God, I have that Beast Wars Megatron within me for some reason. Ever since last year. Haha. Alright, get that flipped in. Get that flipped in. Get the arms out of the way. Get that out of the way. Flip this in. Flip this up. Head up. Now, the instructions have, just saying this, the instructions have basically the back of, or the tail section of the Triceratops mode as the front of the robot mode. That is a little ridiculous and a bit silly. Personally, you know, this is the way it should be, because this box has it another way. Has the opposite way. So, there is that. And, there you go. There you have Slug in robot mode. Oh, it's pretty good. Pretty satisfying, I'll say. Articulation-wise, the head same articulation pertains to the same as before with Slug. So, what can you do on that? The waist. Back up to the side. And that's, yeah, so articulation is basically the same as it was last time. It does have a detailed Autobot symbol on the neck area. Face looks pretty good, same face as before, very knightish, very spy drone-ish, so yeah. Weapon-wise, again, the swords, you can put them in his hands, like so. There's no real way, again, to store the sword, so. And yes, the sword is a little rubbery, and because here's the thing, my copy of Age of Extinction Slug basically both of the swords tips on one of them just broke off because they've been stored in a box for pretty much in between the events of Age of Extinction and the last night. So, and this year I finally had enough, and that's when I discovered the problem. But thankfully, I super glued these guys back together, and they worked just fine. So, yeah, all in all, I recommend getting this version of Slug. Honestly, if you're looking for movie accuracy, I say get him. But if you have the Age of Extinction and don't care for this, then I say skip out on him. But if you're completist, get him in. Personally, if you already have Slug in general from the movieverse, then I say don't get him. Or if you vice versa, if you have the last night, or if you skipped out on the Age of Extinction just because it wasn't that good because of the color scheme, then no, I'd say get him. He looks pretty good and pretty satisfying, to be honest. So yeah, that's my great review of the Transformers The Last Night Deluxe Class Slug. I will see you very soon. I'll be back as soon as possible with my next video, and yes, so take care, see you soon, have a good day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.